Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam, and on this channel we talk about personal finance, budgeting, and various other things. And today we're going to be talking about how much it costs to own a dog. Now, as some of you may or may not know, we got a dog back in May of 2020. And as you know, back in May, it was the height of the pandemic, and one of the most sought after things was a puppy. Puppies were in such high demand. All the breeders, they were all sold out. There was definitely a wait list all the way to 2021. So we did what the next logical step is to go on Kijiji, or in the US, it's kind of like your Craigslist, and we started looking for puppies. So we found this one ad, and they would be sold out within hours. And we tried to keep looking for golden retriever puppies, and there would always be one up, and then it'd be sold out, another one, and it's sold out. But we finally found one, and we just put in the deposit right away. So this ad was asking for $1,300 for a golden retriever puppy. They were located in Campbellville, which is about an hour and a half drive from where we live in Toronto. So in April, we put the deposit in, and we were able to select our puppy. And so we went to Campbellville, went to the breeder's place, and they had 7 puppies. And out of the 7 puppies, one was a boy, there were 6 girls. So the boy was already taken, so we had to choose from one of the girls. And if you look at them, they all look the same. They're all really cute, they're all really small, they're barely just walking around. So you just try to, when choosing a puppy, there's sort of a science to it. It's kind of unorthodox. You see which one likes you and you try to go by just first impressions. They actually looked all the same. Their behaviors were pretty much the same. We even asked the breeders, and they said they couldn't tell them apart. So we just chose the one that clinged to us the most, and that was it. About a month later, we were able to take Milky home. Now, before you take a dog home, you have to dog-proof your house. You gotta get ready. You gotta have supplies, food, and all this other stuff. So we definitely went shopping. So I'm gonna let you know how much we spent on a dog in 2020. I'm gonna break it down into 4 categories. So the first category is gonna be food and treats. The second category is going to be supplies. The third category is gonna be toys. And the fourth category is gonna be vet bills. So let's get started. Back in May, so we got our dog, we were able to bring her home on May 22nd, but before then we already of course did a lot of shopping. So back in May, in terms of the food category, we had to buy the exact same food that the breeders were using, so that cost about $70. We also bought a bunch of snacks, which all in all added up to $125. And for toys, we went on Amazon and just bought just a bundle of toys, some chew toys, some rope toys, some soft, and some very durable toys. That one cost about, all in all, $50. And supplies, we were lucky enough and fortunate enough to borrow a crate from one of my coworkers. Shout out to Shannon if you're watching. But we also had to buy a gate. We also had to buy pee pads. We had to buy a bowl for water and for food. So a lot of just initial supplies. That actually, the gate itself was the most expensive thing, about almost $150. But all in all those supplies put together, $375. Yeah, that's quite a bit. And in the very beginning, there were no vet bills, just because the breeders, they would take them to the vet in the beginning, and they paid for that in the beginning. Just to let you guys know, the initial cost for Milky was $1,300. So all in all, that's quite a bit for the first month. Now, moving on to June. So June, again, it's only been maybe 2 weeks, but in terms of food, we had to buy some more food. We bought some more snacks, so that was $15 there. Toys, whenever we go shopping on Amazon or at Walmart, we pick up some other things, so that was another $15 for toys. For supplies, another $25. It is going to be for pee pads. Almost every month, she's going to be just in her little crate or this kind of like gated area, and she might just make a mess. She doesn't know how, she's not potty trained yet. It takes about For Milky, it took almost 3 to 4 months. So think about that. Pee pads, you probably go through 3 a day. So yeah, think about that. Every poop, you gotta take it out. Pee, you might be able to have a couple pees on the pee pad before you throw it out, but definitely when there's a poop, you gotta throw it out. So moving on to July, we bought some more food. We stocked up, so $130 on food there. And for supplies, we got $75 of supplies. We got some more. We got some harnesses, some collars, a leash, and so all these necessary things that you would need for a dog. In terms of the vet, we had to take her for some shots. In the previous month, in June, the initial checkup, that was $530, and then in July it was $180. So again, all these shots, all these boosters, and again, just a regular checkup. So vet bills is probably the most expensive thing here. Next, now in August, now that we stocked up so much in food, we're just kind of buying snacks. And when you have a dog, you want to treat, you want to spoil your dog. So we bought some premium treats that ended up being $50 there, and got some more toys. Got a bundle of toys from Costco, and that was and some toys from Walmart as well. So that was $50. Some more supplies, just because we got her a new harness, and she's kind of outgrown the old one. Also, this harness was more of a jacket-like, so then there's reflectors on it, so when we walk her at night, then it's a little bit more of a safety thing as well. We also found out that she kind of had this like eye infection, so we take her to the vet again. That cost $40, and so because she had the infection, we had to kind of buy medicine for her, and she had to be on this treatment. So on the next month, she also had this cone around her head, so we had to kind of pay for that as well. So next month, snack-wise, food, $15 there. So now we're going into October, and October was when Amazon Prime Day happened. So Amazon Prime Day, always lots of deals, but the thing that we want to stock the most on is food. So we spent $260 on dog food. We bought maybe 3 big bags. So at this time, Milky's grown. She's 4 months in now, and if you think about it, she eats about 4 cups of dog food a day. So think about how much water you drink. Do you drink kind of 4 cups of water? She pretty much eats that much. She eats the equivalent of, I'd say, about what you guys eat, about like 3 bowls of cereal, pretty much. So that's a lot of dog food, and we go through a bag probably in 2 months, so it's pretty quick. All in all, we bought some more toys. We got her this kind of donut thing at Walmart, and for supplies, we got some more sort of like your necessities. So we got like a brush, we got nail clippers, shampoo, and we also got her this cone that she had to wear for the eye infection. And we went back to the vet to just get a post-infection checkup. That was also another $45. So it keeps adding up. It's all this money. November comes along. Okay, again, we already spent $260 on food in October, but when November comes, guess what? It's Black Friday. So we spent another $130 on dog food. Again, we're just stocking up at this point. Toys, we kind of stopped buying toys. She has enough toys at this moment. And for supplies, we spent under $40 just on, just on various things. I believe we bought like a jacket for her. We also bought her this kind of bow tie, which is kind of cute. So just these knickknacks. And so November was the biggest month for the vet bill. We also got her spayed. So that means that she had to get her surgery so that she won't have any babies. That cost $870. So let's think about that for a second. Right, a surgery. that costs $870. On top of that, we also put a microchip in her, and that's very common practice in case she gets lost. Then she can be identified, and then hopefully people who found her can bring her back to us. So that's important as well. So all in all, that was a very expensive month. Now going into December, wasn't too bad. December, we only spent $50 on food. We just bought some dog food, and that was it. No toys, no supplies, no vet. But I also wanted to comment that back in July we signed her up for puppy class, and that cost $375. Okay, so we went through. $375 includes the beginner class, intermediate class, and advanced class, and we did this at PetSmart. It's an in-house kind of training program, and I would recommend having a training program for if you were to get a dog. It definitely helps. There's definitely a curriculum. You can definitely do it without. So there's kind of 3 ways to kind of do training. There's either you do it by yourself watching YouTube, you're doing it at this kind of group setting at a local store or a breeder, and then there's private kind of training. So private training is going to be like your one-on-one or kind of one-on-two kind of training. That's a closer knit group. But we did in the middle. Okay, we did the doing it at the PetSmart. It was okay just because it was during COVID time, so a lot less interactions. You were a lot less people, and also they didn't allow other people to touch your dog and whatnot. So definitely restrictive there. So basically, we paid a lot of money, and we added it all up. Food cost $775 from May to December. Toys, we spent $125 on just toys on dog. For supplies, we spent $720 just for supplies. So we're talking about harnesses, leashes. The gate was probably the most expensive thing. The cone, and vet bills. Vet bills cost $1,665. Again, all these shots, half of that alone was the surgery, the other half was she had the eye infection and also the initial checkup. Class was $375, and the dog itself cost $1,300. If you add that all up, having a dog cost $4,960. So just think about that before you buy a dog. It's not just, when you buy a dog, it's not just $1,300 or however much it costs for the dog that you want. And it's not just a money thing, because it's a lot of time too. It takes a lot of time. In the beginning, she was crying in her sleep, and I had to sleep on the floor with her, and we had to take turns, me and my wife. I would have to stay up at night, and whenever she cried, and because maybe she went to the washroom, I had to clean it up, and I tried to go back to sleep on the floor. And then once morning came, I would go to bed in the bedroom, and then my wife would watch over her. So we had to take turns. It's almost like having a kid, and they need to be walked every day. They just want so much attention, right? And they go through a teething phase. They want to bite everything. They want to rip things apart. We got a golden retriever, which they have so much energy. They want to just play tug of war all the time, and they jump on you. When they jump, they bite on your clothes, and they kind of rip your clothes too. I have a few ripped pants, ripped t-shirts, ripped sweaters. And so that's also another cost that's not added to just spending the close to $5,000. And there's a lot of time involved too. So the opportunity cost is there. You're buying a dog, but you got to spend all that time. I could have used that time for something else. I could have used that time for making more YouTube videos. And because of a dog, not really exactly blaming her, but it is. I am blaming her, but. Because of a dog, I wasn't able to make as many YouTube videos just because she's very distracting. She's always in the background, and she'll always want to jump on you, just want to play with you, and that's the whole thing. You want to buy a dog for companionship. So again, just want to recap, we spent $4,960 on our dog. So that's definitely a lot. Just make sure if you're thinking about getting a pet, make sure you have the capacity, have the money, have the time. Probably the most important thing. And make sure you want it, right? One of the saddest things is you buy a pet and then midway you realize it's not for you and then you give it up. That's probably one of the saddest things, is make sure you can commit to owning a pet. Make sure you're okay with all the responsibilities and all the joys that it comes with, and all the sadness and all the busyness and everything, that the whole package. It's gonna wanna love you, it's gonna cuddle with you, but at the same time, it's gonna bite on your shoes, it's gonna rip your shoes apart, rip newspaper apart, it's gonna have accidents in the house. So it comes with the good and the good comes with the bad. So just make sure that you're ready for that. And it costs money, costs time, and in the end, you have man's best friend. Alright, thank you for watching, and hopefully you found this helpful. And if you guys can subscribe for more videos and just like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.